How a real estate correction and possible recession affect mortgage-backed securities, and how that creates opportunity. Last October, Jeniffer Saavedra, Cristina and I hosted a real estate investment seminar where we discussed a topic many weren't ready to hear, the possibility of a market correction and an economic recession, and how that combination could actually benefit both real estate investors and homebuyers. At the time, some saw it as a distant concern. But here we are 9 months later and the data now speaks for itself. The correction we predicted is picking up serious momentum, especially in the western and southern United States, and it's now making its slow but steady approach to the northeast. Today we're going to break down exactly what this correction and potential recession mean for mortgage-backed securities, the investment products tied directly to America's housing market, and more importantly, how these same shifts in the economy can unlock major opportunities for those who are ready. We'll explore the risks MBS investors face during a downturn, why falling home values and rising defaults could trigger volatility, and most importantly, how investors and homebuyers can use this window to build wealth while others step back. Let's begin with the danger, because understanding the downside is how smart investors position themselves to win on the upside. Part 1. The danger. How a recession and housing correction can hurt mortgage-backed securities. Mortgage-backed securities, MBS, are investments made up of bundles of home loans. When people pay their mortgages, investors get paid. But if people stop paying, those investments take a hit. When the economy slips into a recession or the housing market goes through a correction, here's what can happen. 1. More people fall behind on their mortgage. In a recession, people lose jobs or face income cuts. That leads to missed mortgage payments. When this happens across thousands of loans, MBS investors begin to lose money. 2. Home prices fall, which triggers bigger problems. As home values drop, some homeowners end up owing more than their property is worth. Many may walk away or get foreclosed on. That makes the MBS built on those loans riskier and worth less. 3. MBS lose value, especially risky ones. Some MBS are backed by government entities like FHA or VA, but many are not. These non-agency or private MBS are more vulnerable during downturns and can quickly lose value or become unsellable if defaults increase. 4. Investors panic and sell at a loss. As risks grow and prices fall, banks, hedge funds, and mutual funds may dump MBS to avoid deeper losses. That panic selling can shake the entire financial system and cause more damage. 5. We've seen this before. In 2008, toxic MBS tied to risky loans and inflated home prices triggered the housing collapse. While regulations are stronger today, many non-agency MBS and investment-backed loans still carry risk, especially if the economy slows and housing prices fall rapidly. Part 2. The opportunity. How a recession and correction can benefit investors and buyers. Now that we've covered the risks, let's shift to the opportunity, because while downturns can shake confidence, they also create openings for those who are prepared. 1. Lower prices equal sign. Buying at a discount. As home values drop, buyers and investors can enter the market at lower prices, setting themselves up for long-term gains when the market rebounds. 2. Less competition equal sign, more bargaining power. When others are hesitant, serious buyers can negotiate better prices, closing terms, and repairs, without bidding wars. 3. Distressed sales create opportunities. Sellers who are behind on payments or under financial stress often need to sell quickly. This creates opportunities for discounted purchases, off-market deals, fix and flip, or BRRRR strategies for better terms from sellers. In a buyer's market, sellers are more flexible. You might secure closing cost assistance, seller financing mortgage assumptions, taking over low-interest FHA loans from distressed sellers. 5. Strong rental demand. Equal sign, good cash flow. With fewer people buying, more people rent. Investors can buy properties at lower prices and rent them at strong rates, improving cash flow and long-term returns. 6. Government help becomes available. In downturns, governments often roll out first-time buyer programs, down payment grants, forgivable or low-interest loans. These resources make it easier to buy while prices are down. 7. Lower interest rates may follow. The Federal Reserve typically lowers interest rates to fight recession, which can reduce mortgage costs and open up refinancing options later. 8. A chance to upgrade or reposition. Current homeowners may use this period to downsize or move up, reinvest in multifamily or cash-flowing properties, shift from low-performing assets to stronger ones. 9. Creative deals are easier to find. In a stressed market, creative financing thrives. Investors can explore subject to deals, seller financing, probate and pre-foreclosure acquisitions, joint ventures and partnerships. 10. Wealth is built in downturns. The greatest wealth in real estate isn't built during booms, it's built during downturns. Those who buy when prices are low and fear is high often reap the biggest rewards when the market turns around. Final thought. A recession and housing correction may hurt mortgage-backed securities and bring uncertainty to the market. But for those who stay focused, informed, and ready to act, it also presents a rare opportunity to invest, acquire, and grow. For investors, this is the time to buy right, lock in cash flow, and position for long-term success. For homebuyers, it's a moment to enter the market with less competition and more help. For both, it's about moving strategically now, before the next cycle begins. A recession and housing correction may hurt mortgage-backed securities and bring uncertainty to the market. But for those who stay focused, informed, and ready to act, it also presents a rare opportunity to invest, acquire, and grow. For investors, this is the time to buy right, lock in cash flow, and position for long-term success. For homebuyers, it's a moment to enter the market with less competition and more help. For both, it's about moving strategically now, before the next cycle begins.